Hello, everybody, and welcome to El Tour's podcast. Today, we're making the short episode for Shabbat. As you know, as you already been noticed in El Tour's podcast, you have like one short episode for Shabbat about the geopolitical situation in Israel, about the war and that kind of stuff. And on Sunday, you will get like a cool interview about different subjects in the Israeli society from a personal story perspective. Anyway, today in this like short episode for Shabbat, I would like to talk about like share a few thoughts that I have after that I met my brother. Yesterday we had a party. A relative, someone that close to my family, arranged a party for my brother. And for the first time since the October 7, I had a chance to see my brother and to hear the story from him directly. And he also sent the video. By the way, if not, you are not friend in the WhatsApp group already, please get into the WhatsApp group. You will be able to see the video and more contact that I'm sending there. And I was sending there a video of my brother like fighting with flip-flops from kind of a bomb shelter with some of the girls. He shares some of the thoughts. Some of them were terrible. It's like at some point they had the thought that they will shoot all the girls that were with them to rescue their life from being abused and murdered in a very brutal way. So they thought that they need to save some bullets for the girls, and they will surrender. They will fight until they will have just like few bullets that will be enough for the girls, and then to shoot themselves. He also told me something else that was also like very curious and also brought some thoughts. And this was the fact that the terrorists, when they got into the base, when they started to burn everything, and when they started to attack, they didn't attack in the goal, to try to protect and to defend themselves, like to open it in a smart way, like to try some tactic. They were just like running like crazy into the base. And this is, of course, show me that those people don't really value life, because during the attack, the thought on my brother and the people that were with them had is how we will protect the girls in the best way, how we will sacrifice ourselves to protect the girls that are the girl soldiers that are with us and doesn't have weapon. This was his main thought. And their last thought was that thank God they gonna killed as a shaheed. One of the videos that I really want to send you is, and I will send it to you like soon, I believe this week, in the WhatsApp group. It's how deep the education of the importance of being martyr, to kill yourself, to become a shaheed. It's how deep it is in the Palestinian education, how it's deep in the Islamic society, Islamic radical society in Israel. Now, Israel are running for few different solutions. Of course, there is a chaos and still nothing is clear. But the solution that she's suggesting now and, negotiate about are dangerous for Israel, because they are not coming from that point of view that understand who are the radical Muslims that together with we are trying to get an agreement. And the thing is, they try to get, for example, to have an agreement with Egypt about the border between Gaza Strip and Sinai Peninsula, the road that's called Philadelphia Road. And Israel should control it, of course, if she wants to make sure that there will not be any other terror organization that will smuggle weapon into the Gaza Strip. And the thing is that Israel want to trust Egypt in that matter, but in fact, not only that Egypt build bases in Sinai to attack Israel and build bridges and tunnels to cross Suez Canal, build a big army for the one day, the one day that they will fight against Israel, when they will think that Israel is weak enough. Besides that fact, about 40% of the people there are supporting uh, the Muslim Brotherhood organization. When they had election for the first time, a democratic election, it was a man of the Muslim Brotherhood that was elected. They are very radical and they really hate Israel, despite the fact that we still have a peace agreement with them. So how they can be responsible for such a delegated border? Of course, other terror organization will keep smuggle weapon into the Gaza Strip and will keep use it against Israel. And it's bringing me to something else, and this is the problem with Hezbollah, which of course all those problems are connected to some state of minds, and also the source of all of it, of course, it's connected in many ways to Iran. She's the one who's standing behind those attacks and those proxy organizations. And this is, of course, about Hezbollah. They want to remove Hezbollah from the border. Who can guarantee that Hezbollah will move out of the border? Who will make sure that this is something that will happen? They already have an agreement that we got with them after the Second Lebanese War, that they not allowed to cross the Litani River. They violated this agreement many, many times. And what they want to get from us, it's more and more land, which proves to be wrong, because every time that we give them more land, they have more important strategic point. Now, it's not just a part of land. It's a statement, and it's also a very important part of land. It's very important strategic point that Israel want and need. And if we will start to give, they will take piece by piece all the land of Israel from our hands. And the thing is that if they want to take land from us, what we should do is to understand that this is what they think about. We need to take more land from them, because all of this land, it's about a one big argument between different agreements that was signed up between different nations. And as much as they have the right from this area, we also have the historical right for this area. So if they want to start to mess with us about the land, we will mess with them as well about the land. And if we will conquer this part of land, we will be able to make sure that none of them will be able to use this land to attack us. And maybe this is will be the one thing that will be painful enough for them to stop attacking us. Because if not so, I really don't know what will be this one thing that really make them do the difference between like stop attacking us to try to be martyr in any way. Because if in the Islamic radical society, it's worth that of being martyr, it's worth it of being shaheed, you will be appreciated, you will become a hero, they will keep do it to us. They will keep fight against us. They will keep sacrifice their life to hurt us as much as it's possible. And they don't care how many we will kill back. So if the thing that I care about, they won't conquer a land, it is all about the land. So let's hurt them in the place that it's hurt the most. And one more thing, it's about the hostages. A lot of people want to bring the hostages back now. Stop everything. Stop fighting against Hamas, and negotiate with them to get into agreement that they will bring the hostages back. I think that if we look on the history, we see like the case of Gilad Shalit. Israel released more than 1,000 terrorists out of prison. All of them returned back. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them returned back into terrorism. One of them is Yahya Sinwar, now current leader of Hamas inside the Gaza Strip. And they're attacking Israel, and they're causing a lot of dead people. And how we can cause so much death in a goal to rescue the life of one man. And instead of say like stop the war to bring them back, maybe we need to say stop all the humanitarian aid that goes to Hamas from getting into the Gaza Strip now. Start to bomb from the air now until they bring them back. Start to kill all the terrorists that are inside your prison that kill Jews. Start to kill them one by one until Hamas will understand that kidnapped Israelis is not the best way to bring their terrorists back, because they will never get their terrorists back. The best way for them to get their terrorists back is not to send them from the beginning and not to teach them to hurt Jews, because obviously if they will try to hurt us, the main thing and the Jewish standard moral said that we need to be the one that will kill them first. I love you all, people. And before the end, I also want to say that in this Shabbat, we're going to read in Parashat Bo. We are telling now all the stories about the miracles that God did to us in Egypt, how he hits the Egyptian every time with a different miraculous thing. And I really hope that God will have the Jewish people today. And Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And I love you all. And peace for all the world and all the people of Israel. Shabbat Shalom.